beat on?
Straight raw, man.
You can't put a beat on?
Straight raw.
Put a beat on. I want to spit over a track.
Yeah, it's your girl Bigg Cidd the Ruler.
Your boy Swoops, you tune in to Grind Season TV.
Check it out. So we got Infa and Chewiie Clipz in the building.
19.
Shout it out. How you say him? Shout it out.
Shout it out.
All right, though. So, I wanted to first discuss, we just shouted out 1919. It's a new movement that I see y'all working on.
So, matter of fact, before we go anywhere, because Inf told me what 1919 meant the other day.
Okay.
So if you want to share with the people how y'all came up with the name 1919, what it means.
The background.
Man, listen, man. We just put it together, man. I can't get y'all inside.
The secretive shit.
Inside school. Just know
you can tell us off camera. We going.
Yeah,
well, I mean, what the information that you could give us, because I'm gonna get some juice out of you. That's what I came here for today.
Don't freak you.
Right.
The information that I could give y'all, just know it's not just me and Clipz in the movement.
Right.
I believe. And also know it's a clothing line coming behind that.
Oh, see, that's a nice drop. That was nice. Okay, good. Okay, so now. All right. I like that. Business move.
Yeah,
boss move. So, speaking of which, a boss moves, I see you emphasize a lot on everybody that should be making boss moves in the industry, right?
Correct.
And I like the setup here as far as the studio, as far as like how you run the business. Somebody was looking for a producer, engineer.
Right,
I referred them to you.
Yes.
So, because I'm hearing good reviews,
sure.
And then you're real serious about it, and then even how much you're charging everybody.
Right. I charge a pretty penny, but the quality speaks for itself for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
And even what should charge, people might not know truth from the Bronx. We're from the same side of town.
The Bronx, Toddbridge.
So going to a studio, if you go to one of the big studios in New York City, you paying $150 an hour.
Right.
60 ain't nothing.
That's probably
you used to paying $150.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right. They get it easy.
It was being there 4 or 5 hours. Like I heard Chewiie talking about somebody who was booking an hour. Like
we don't get the hour sessions.
You know what? Explain a little bit about that, because there's a lot of artists that's posting on Facebook that want to get into the studio, and you're like, yo, let me, and the first thing they hit you with is like, yo, how much you gonna charge me, and then how much time, we gonna need.
Because they want the homeboy deal.
Exactly. But beyond that, and then I feel like they're not educated on that either. What is some advice you can give some other artists out here?
I mean, for the most part, an hour session, you can't really do nothing but record. You get what I'm saying? You don't give the engineer enough time to mix. Maybe if he master the art, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, altogether it's not really, a good thing to book an hour session.
Yeah, that makes sense too,
2 hour minimum, most studios, that's what they do, 2 hour minimum.
I feel like if it doesn't take you an hour to write a song, it shouldn't take you an hour to lay a song down.
Right, right. It shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, people do have that, that common issue where they can't record. They get nervous when they record and everything like that.
Easy E effect and all that stuff.
Right.
But at the same time, it's not. They're not paying. A lot of artists don't understand. They're not paying for recording.
They're paying for the mixing.
They're paying for.
So even if you walk in that room,
that's what I'm saying.
I still gotta mix the music. You want it to sound good.
A lot of niggas don't come prepared. Like they think if you come in the studio, I'm gonna smoke you up and I'm gonna write my song and then I'm
gonna chill and then that's not.
It don't work like
maybe in your homeboy studio, but in a real professional atmosphere, no.
You want that nigga to mix your shit down and sound good.
Let's focus on the 1919. Let's not focus on the ball.
Let's focus on it. Let's do it.
Because right now, if you didn't check out the Grind Countdown today, the Grind Countdown, Chew was on there, of course. We jumped in the facts.
I enjoyed that.
And we know, and I know Chew got some stuff in the vault. Even I haven't heard yet, so I'm like, Chew, what is coming in the future? Because people hear from Infa a lot, but they don't hear from Chew.
Right.
I mean, right now I'm working on the one mixtape right now with my boy King YK. He's a part of the 1919 movie.
Pesos.
Roy TNT. You know what I'm saying? Jumping the facts, I got the Blacking Out video coming out this week. So, whenever you see this, the Blacking Out video probably be on the market already for you. You know what I'm saying? To watch. You know what I mean?
Right. Keep an eye out, y'all.
You heard? So,
Right.
and right now the promotion progress, that's what we on right now, trying to get on Complex and Vibe and everything like that. So we focused up right now.
They hot 97. We want that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we
shout
want
out.
that slot. We want that
97.
slot for the freestyle. We
Yeah.
want that.
That's what
For
Flex.
sure. I can
That's
see y'all up there
Drewski.
too.
Come on, man. That's
What
what
y'all say? No cap?
No,
Yeah.
no cap.
I can see
Right.
y'all.
No cap.
And that's the thing Hot 97 doing right now, because Westside Parlay is a dude that I listen to a lot.
Right,
But
right.
I guess to get on to the Flex, you go through Rosenberg now. So
Right.
Rosenberg be having a drink, and they be having what is the smoke room, something like
The
that.
smoke, yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
So it's a lot. It's a lot to go in there, and of course they always gonna get love from Rochester, New York, because me and Cidd with the Grind
Yeah,
Countdown.
that's a fact.
Right.
Yeah.
As long as y'all vote for him, just feel me. As long as y'all vote for him, we gonna get you.
Man, I'll vote 100 times for these niggas, man. They're working hard, they're staying persistent.
That's a
And
fact.
I mean, y'all starting a movement that I feel like can influence on not just artists in Rochester, but kind of like local
Universal,
artists
all
all
over.
over.
You know
Now,
what I'm saying?
speaking of which, right? So y'all trying to stick to as a independent label, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right now we trying to stick as an independent label. I mean, if we get a distribution, send it this way. You already know we gonna
Taking the
work on it.
Rockefeller.
No, and I
or
understand.
whatever.
Yeah, I was
You know
gonna
what I'm
say
saying?
I understand that that's a business boss move,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Balls
yes.
talk.
You know, it's nothing that we
Nothing
need
less,
but promotion.
right?
You know what I mean? We don't need nothing else.
Yeah.
You know, we have videographers, we have directors, we have engineers.
Mhm.
You know, we have producers. So, and everybody makes music in the can.
Everybody.
Okay, so Mr. Brandon Ambassador, this would be you. So what share, besides the music, you give us a lot of music, Now, are you working on anything right now, upcoming projects?
Right now, it's just singles.
Okay.
Singles and videos.
I respect that, yeah,
They
for sure.
can't get another project till Christmas probably.
Okay, that'll be our
Ho,
Christmas
ho, ho.
present?
Let them know.
Right, okay.
Before you get there, because a lot of people keep talking about doing this, and I had to say something about it before.
Okay.
What, the Who Run It?
No more Who Run the Challenges.
I already ran it. I ran through it. I ran it back.
Nice.
No more.
Yeah, the town.
No more.
I ran off. Like,
Yeah.
there's no more run it, man. Like,
And the video was a
got a shout out Shay Bear. She was the only one I felt like kept neck and neck with me on that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
she
saying?
did.
Like,
She applied
other
a
than
little
that,
bit.
I'm not really excited with everybody else. That ain't no shot. I'm just not excited.
Yeah.
I'm a lyricist and an artist at the same time, and I'm big on lyrics. That's what I did first. Like, I was straight giving them balls. So now when I hear some niggas rap, I want to hear balls. Like, I want to hear, oh, shit, let me run this back. This was all. Cause I don't care if you ain't in my loop or not. I'm still gonna share your shit like this shit.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
care.
that's
I
a
don't
fact.
care. I don't care. If you're not in the loop, if
it's
it's
hot,
hot,
It's hot.
hot.
It's
I'm
hot.
gonna hit that shit button. I'm gonna
Exactly,
hit a
yeah.
comment on there real quick. Ain't no hating over here
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what's up. It's all love around
So
here.
if you see you only got the singles coming out, no major projects right now.
I mean,
I
know
you
we
got
got
the project
something
anyway, and
right.
it's all about marketing with the team and making sure that
Right,
it's
right.
not overlapping with each other.
Right.
I put the project on hold. My strength in numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Numbers don't lie. People do. You know what I'm saying? So I got that in the cup, but like I said, I ain't gonna give it out too early.
Yeah, no, that
Nah,
makes sense too.
yeah,
And I
we
mean,
gonna
I
hook up.
like the way y'all moving too. Everything is pretty strategic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So everything's planned out. Y'all got a blueprint going
Right,
on.
right,
You know, I
right,
like that.
right.
It's already been there. And from Brooklyn, Shoe
From the
from
Bronx.
Bronx, and it's Rockefeller.
That's what it is. That's all it
And
is.
the crazy
You know
part,
what I'm
I give
saying?
y'all another drop, 1919. It really started in Rochester.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
just Google it. You see what's going on. The real champion.
The
you know
real
what I'm
champion
saying?
started in
So
1919.
it's like Brooklyn,
So,
and Bronx,
understand that.
Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? It all correspond to Q
Right,
Train.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna catch on to that because they ain't see Wesley Snipes and that white dude. What's his name? That would play the
Oh, Money Train.
Money Train.
I watched that last night.
A lot of listen, a lot of these young
I ain't
had no choice. I watched
that
that
thing.
thing.
Oh, Uzi better than Tupac, you
The
heard?
words of Tay Stone. Don't let that go over your head.
He gave that like bad times yesterday.
That's a
Nah,
fact. That's
it
a
is
fact.
what it is though. But like y'all relationship, because y'all got a real dynamic relationship.
Right.
And Inf is notorious for not being like, and Chew was a dude that played the cut. So how do y'all correlate? Cause I know Inf, you my boy, Chew, you my
I'm
boy.
pretty sure they balance one with each other, right?
Of
though.
course.
Yeah, for the most part, that's how it is with me and Inf, man. Inf is definitely a hothead,
For
but
sure.
I keep it level headed. But he know
had to throw that in
we
there.
have situations
sure.
where I could be high headed too, and he balances me out like, yo, it's gonna be good. So we just balance each other out that
Great
way.
minds
You know what I'm
think
saying?
alike.
And then music-wise, we link. You know what I'm saying? Every song we do, it just link.
Well, as they always, my favorite thing to say is controversy brings the best publicity. You know what I mean?
That's a
This
fact.
nigga right here is controversial.
And I'm behind him 100%. You heard?
Yeah.
So
Trust and believe
how
that.
was it like when you met him and stuff? Because I'm pretty sure you heard, yo, don't mess. Because people going on live. I should have never fuck with Inf. Niggas told me he was a snake. Da, da, da.
That's
And I'm like, be the same niggas I put on.
Yeah,
I just took them off the
It's a
platform
fact.
because they
It's a
was
fact.
acting up. You know, you got to discipline your
Oh,
parents.
shit.
You hear that in the background?
Keep it quiet.
Oh,
Hold
my
on,
God.
sis. You hear this song? You hear this on the background?
You know what I'm saying? Why they be mad?
That's why they be
That's
mad.
why they be mad.
That's why they be
Real
mad.
though.
Nah.
But yeah, the way we really met though, it was a dude, Kimmy Wavy or whatever the case is. I met him at a gas station or whatever. This is when I was on in Chala. I had the studio in the basement. It wasn't even nothing like this. Like it wasn't professional at all. It was like amateur.
Right.
And he bought him to me or whatever the case may be, and me and Inf linked from there. And I told him because Inf at the time was doing freestyles. He wasn't even focused on like doing singles. He was focused on doing freestyles.
So that had to
I told
be
him,
way back then.
yeah, it was way back. It was a couple years
Way
ago,
back.
or whatever the case is. And when he was focused on that, I told him like, yo, let's get into the original movement. You feel me? You got to do originals, and you got to do this. Start, putting the auto tune into it. You know what I'm saying? We got to get to the modern.
How'd you feel about that? Not to mean to cut you off. How you felt
He
about
felt
that?
good.
I felt
Word?
good.
He felt good.
Yeah.
Because when somebody trying to teach you something,
You gotta be open-minded.
yeah, you gotta be willing to like, okay, see what they talking about. Before I met Chewiie, I was working with other artists, older cats.
I mean, the older dudes cared, but they didn't understand the
They had my
modern
back,
day.
Yeah, the
music.
dynamic of the culture.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? And more or less, they wasn't even trying to hear me out on that side. Back then, when the music we doing now, and we popping and all that, they was calling that shit lollipop music back in the day.
What?
Straight up.
What the fuck is a
Straight
lollipop?
lollipop music.
Listen, they was calling it. You know what I'm saying?
Not jacking it.
Okay.
That's it. It's
Look, I'm like,
the young versus the old right now. And
Yeah.
that's how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Lollipop music, for those who might not get it, is like when New Edition first came out and stuff, and they was young. It's like they the bubblegum group
Right,
compared to the Earth,
Candy
Wind, and
Girl.
Fire and stuff
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
It's the young. It's just it's being caught wet behind the ears. You feel me?
Right,
That's all they take.
right,
That's all they say.
right.
Well, I mean, I feel like there still should be some homage somewhere along the lines, and I feel like
Nowadays.
artists as such as yourselves are gonna bring more of that to
Right.
the table. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
you got artists like Don Q right now and Riggs, and these niggas like really, like I said, the other day, they're lyricists. Good production. They know how to make music.
Right.
They know how to rap.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like these are young guys in the game that are bringing back traditional hip hop.
That's a
Y'all-
fact.
That's a fact.
and I'm
That's
pretty
a
sure
fact.
that's an initiative y'all still trying to bring too, along with the versatility. Of,
Right,
you know,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. I'm trying to
I don't
give
never
you.
shy away from it.
I'm trying to give you something like an auto-tune, lyrical type of person. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to you both ways.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? As you know, like when I come on Blacking Out, you gonna hear the versatility. Like, oh shit, he really got lyrics, but
Yeah.
it's still that modern day little
Yeah.
Uzi, little Yachty sound. Like,
And
oh,
and I was just saying it the other day, like it's amazing to me, like how New York City, particularly New York City, has taken the drill concept and like finessed
finessed it,
You know
ran
what
with
I
it.
mean? Like you even
Ran
got
with
a
it.
joint, that I've heard, and I'm like, yo,
Scammer
this
music.
shit,
Gamma music,
that
blueprint,
shit is,
you know,
yeah, you know what I mean?
we just go crazy.
Right.
We just go crazy.
They was breathing, but I can't change that. I can only change me. All a nigga know is feast for all the nights I ain't eat. Losing sleep over some shit that I be stressing out. Mama said don't have no kids, I guess I learned my lesson now. Hard-headed nigga, grinding to get richer. I got that juice like I'm Bishop, put 2 grams in the swisher. Inhale, exhale, birds steady chirping, remind me of fucking exhales. Let's tell this story about this youngin'. Came from
See if you feel me.
1919 in the
1919
building.
in the building.
Gunplay.
And you was talking about how they finesse the drill music and stuff like that. But also the thing is, I realized a lot of lyricists in Rochester, not just Inf, not just Chew, Philly such as Stu, been taking this auto-tune thing and like that little, cause with you, the who run it, you got that.
Right.
Yeah,
And then
that's
the
yours.
low baby freestyle,
Yeah, that's his.
Stu body that. I was like, I don't want to hear nobody else.
Yeah, that's
ever.
a fact.
And
Right.
Class my boy. I like Class, but
Right.
Class didn't even do it the way Stu
Right,
took that
right,
shit.
right. That's a fact, though. That's a
Yeah.
But
fact.
it's just
Super nigga.
incorporated
Yeah.
both styles of the old and the new. And he was hitting you with balls, but he was just hitting you on your kind of groove.
Right. That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
I got that in the cut too, but y'all can't get that.
I can't get that.
Oh
we
my
got that
gosh.
too. I can't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Got a lot in the cut like peroxide.
I feel you. So, and the whole running joint, because you know Rochester Drama was different. Saying me said, people said, catch me on Fox News. They don't know I'll be rolling with Chizzy. Clarify that for me, because people be forgetting you and Chizzy don't vibe, not understanding you and Chizzy vibe, bro.
Yeah, they hear that.
Yeah, people really think that y'all not like y'all don't click or something.
It's because of the dramas and stuff. So let's clarify that up.
It's really because of the talking. To be honest,
people talk about everything that they not sure about. They just be wanting to be in the mix of shit.
Yeah, clearly,
me
this is all new to me.
Me and Chizzy like this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's really like low cuz since. When I first moved to Rochester, I was going to 16 school. Yeah. He was always like 2-3 grades under me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm watching something come up. You know what I'm saying? We have our fallouts here and there. You know what I'm saying? He do bullshit, I do bullshit, but we talk. We don't never beef. Yeah. So when I said put a nigga on Fox News, y'all know I was rolling with Chizzy. He got a song called Fox News.
That shit hard.
You know what I'm saying? And then the situation
so went over everybody's head.
And the situation he was going through, he was really on Fox News. Yeah, and he was really trying to put niggas on Fox News. So niggas thinking that when Chizzy go to jail, like the West Side ain't got nobody that's popular. But you niggas is crazy.
We gonna have them free Chizzy 1919 shirts too. Understand that.
Niggas don't even know that's in the loop too. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
True was supposed to disclose that, but everybody want to know what's really going on. Chizzy really my boy. You know what I'm saying? So if they really listen, even Chizzy shared it. When A Boogie stole my song, that's another story. Oh, yeah. When he stole my song, what he did, what Chizzy did. Yo, stop stealing nigga shit, G. I didn't even tell him. I didn't even tell him nothing. Like, yo,
I don't pay attention to the dramatic parts of the
you don't have to. You know what I'm saying?
You don't got to.
Yeah, you don't have to. As long as we bring it to the spotlight for you.
But that's interesting to hear though, because it's like it's just a reminder that we don't all, although hip hop as a culture is a competition, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm the best rapper, fuck you. You know, but at the same time it's like this is a network. Like we all need to build and, you know, grind together type shit. And I respect
it's not
that.
like you could, and people forget F name is Infa, Dasafendi, West Side rap god. So if he repping the West Side, who besides Inf, who's the other face of the West Side?
Right.
Shizzy.
Right.
Exactly.
So they got to be able to coexist. Otherwise it'd have been a beef by now.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. That's a fact.
And they be like, oh, Inf always in his feelings. Motherfuckers gotta understand, my name is an emotion. I'm not fucking around. You feel what I'm saying? So once I get pissed off, once I get hot, I'm not fucking around. Because a lot of these cats be like, oh, who the best, I'm the best, this person is the best. And they take the competition out of the rap game. And they take it personal. So how can you say you the best, but you don't want to compete? You want to do features and you want to be left alone. When niggas is challenging you, niggas is not challenging you like, oh, nigga, you
saw first night.
No, niggas is challenging your
competition. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, speaking of that, you know, there was a disc that was dropped last year, and it was the Mark Star and you. I didn't know, like I said, I don't understand stuff like that anyway, but I actually enjoyed that shit though. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that was
dope.
It was good. Yeah.
That's my boy too, Mark Star, man. You already know Mark Star.
If we gonna keep talking about the disses, you know we gonna have to talk about Smiley. My God, Smiley.
I know how I feel about that.
And you know you and Smiley both fools.
Not clowns.
I got respect for both of y'all. And if you did what you did, but how you... I felt like Inf took on the broad of it because he only got like one ball, and people kept running with it, and it was a lot more people that worse things were said about, and they didn't say anything about it to this day.
I feel like it was a whole lot of artists that was supposed to check that. They didn't. Still to this day. Whether Smiley, if you feel like Smiley was whack, or at the end of the day, he said your name. Even if you check it 1 bar. 2 bars, give him the same.
And that nigga said it with
I'm gonna say it like this: it's not a person in the world at this Hove that he didn't stink back. Like no freaky, you feel me? He violated Mace. He violated 50 at Summer Jam. He always said was, "I'm about $1. Who the fuck is 50 Cent?" And then did his whole set and never talked about the nigga again.
That's it. But that crushed him. You know what I mean? That crushed him. I put him on the map at the same time, but it crushed him.
Only thing I can say about Smiley and the rest of these niggas is, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a new title. When I drop the tape, it's gonna be a new title. It's gonna be the Undisputed Champ. I ain't gonna be the West Side Rap Card. It's gonna be the Undisputed Champ. You know what I'm saying? Because them niggas come at me for laughs, likes, and attention. They try to get the clout, but they not doing nothing right with this attention that they getting off my name. Like you're supposed to take that and really
run with it.
I was just about to say, this is the type of energy we need because once again, I can't
But
emphasize.
You don't see me and my feelings going to
culture,
try to
yeah.
shoot niggas instead of I reply.
Right.
Yeah, I keep it moving, keep working.
Me and Inf talk every day, and the one thing we always talk about is because dudes drop these vids, they get a fresh vision, they get an A Sky bars, or they get whatever city that they're in, the top videographers to shoot their video.
Right.
You get 10K in a week or in a month, but you got 10K views. How much money you generated off shows and shit like that?
Yeah.
No, let's go beyond that. Let's go beyond
please.
100K, 200K.
Yeah.
But there's not over 500,000 people in Rochester. So where are
It's
you
not
getting this
over
from?
500,000 people in Rochester that know you or outside of Rochester.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
But
like
people are. I've been hearing, you know, things surfacing about people paying for views though.
It's promotion.
That's
It's not a bad thing.
it's not
People
a
just
bad
OD.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah, people just going
Use that
overboard
as
where
their
it's like you use it as a form of promotion and
Right.
still promote. You get what I'm
which is
saying?
okay,
Don't just
but-
I'm gonna pay for this, put my video at one time, and that's
Now I
it.
got 100K.
Now I got 100K.
And then-
Where did that come from? You didn't get no revenue.
Let's
from that.
let's go a step further.
You know
True.
what I mean?
They get the 100K, and then 6 months later, there's no weather growth.
It's
Yeah.
nothing.
It's just still in the
nothing.
same joint.
It's nothing.
You feel me? Like it's different.
And you still the same. You still in the same position. Like it's nowhere in the world I'm getting 100K on my video.
And do you
And I'm
feel
in the
like-
same position.
With all that being said, though, you know what I mean, and y'all doing y'all 1919 movement,
Right.
Y'all feel like more people should be doing the independent, you know, movement.
I feel like more artists, especially nowadays, should go independent.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas is being robbed, and I'm not gonna
Well,
speak
like
about
all
it.
you paying for is the promotion.
Yeah,
You-
because I hear
to
a lot
get
of
to certain
people
markets.
are getting deals. You know, people go live and stuff a lot nowadays, and they'll mention that, you know, they got deals and this. And and I'm not a hater at all, you know, so I love y'all. But realistically speaking, I don't see any progression. You know what I mean? There's no music being produced. I gotta like dig in the crates to find a track or two, and that's probably from a few months ago.
Right.
And it's just that, like, I don't know. It's just if they're being signed to these top labels per se. It's just that, like, once again, what advice can you give these guys if they're taking that route? Because you speak a lot about industry moves. Okay, everybody, y'all got to start thinking like, you know, industry.
Right.
What advice would
But
y'all
like I
have
tell
for?
them all the time, the game is to be sold.
Not to be
Not
told.
Not to be told. We don't get this game away for free.
All I
Listen
can
to
say
me.
is watch them niggas.
Yeah.
That's
Watch
it.
them niggas you think is your niggas.
Yeah.
Because a lot of niggas don't need to be signed. They better off by themselves.
For sure.
But like I said,
But that's what they pushing for and aiming for. That's why they don't get to their peak. Because they like, oh, I ain't get signed for this song that I did.
Yeah.
You know, just keep going. Don't worry about
I
what
done
you
seen
getting
niggas get
signed
signed and fall off.
Right.
Let's go a step further. Me and Chew from Highbridge.
for. Right.
Don just turned 28 a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Don been rapping since I was like
Since he was
9,
young, bro.
10.
I'm about to say, I don't even know he
Don
was
older than
He
me.
was young, yeah. We the same, me and him the same age.
So Don
Oh,
been rapping.
what?
I'm 20.
That's what I'm saying.
27.
And
Grown
Don
out here.
and the face of Highbridge for the longest was my song, and then Parlay.
Yeah,
Right.
Parlay got
And
locked.
then my
Don
song got
came
locked, yeah, and then my song got
Got
locked for the
locked
7
too.
joints, and then
Cause my song was on Harlem World. People don't even know he was on that album. So Highbridge really go deep with this music stuff.
Yeah.
So I
just not even that whole area
Yeah.
from the Yankee Stadium all the way to like 170 or Mount Eden. That whole area, music wise, been running.
And then which is
Listen.
dope because once again,
I'm telling you, the first hip hop party started down on Cedric Ave.
Yes.
Right where I love the block
Yes.
from in Cedric Projects.
Yes.
Don't let that go over your
Don't
head.
let that
Don't let it go over your
head.
head, man.
The South Bronx theme song,
If it wasn't
South
for the
Bronx.
Bronx, this rap shit probably never would be going on.
The
So
South
tell me
Bronx
what's
theme
wrong.
song, the gym was made in this shelter on Plimpton or whatever it is right there. People don't know this stuff though. Like
That's a fact.
it's like so it's the history run deep. So we got a deep understanding of the game because it's given to you at an early
gotta
At
write
an
a
early
book.
age, from young,
Y'all
you
gotta write
growing
a
up
book,
in this.
Highbridge. Y'all gotta write a whole book about this shit.
For real
Y'all
though,
got
for real
too
though,
much
like for
information
real, for
for
real.
It's too much, and I tell people I gotta charge you for the
Chapters.
game.
Yeah.
Chapters.
That's
Yeah.
great.
But it's also like Jay-Z. They made the album, The Blueprint, is teaching you how to become an independent label.
Yeah.
They gave us the game.
Yeah.
Just what.
And people don't listen to
They don't
it.
listen.
You know what I'm saying? They'll rather
Motherfuckers
say,
don't read.
oh, Lil Uzi. I think Lil Uzi better than Tupac. Because you 19 years old, 18 years old, you ain't hear about
But you,
Tupac.
and speaking in that, you feel like maybe we should dumb it down a bit, speak the same volumes, but in a different expression.
I mean, that's kind of what J. Cole did on the 1942.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he kind of did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it hurt a lot of feelings, but this
Emotions.
it's true.
What you
Dumbing
have
it
to
down a
show,
little
yeah.
bit and making it to their speed. That's really how it goes.
And that's what we doing now.
That's exactly what
they only, and like I can say for y'all, because I should be interviewing y'all, but I feel like I'm interpreting for y'all too.
But yeah, this is a full blown interview. This is more like a documentary. You know what I'm saying?
So
exclusive, y'all.
Exclusive.
Usually the flows y'all use, the melodies y'all use, is just to entice the minds first.
Right.
But then y'all still hitting them with real balls, like yo.
Exactly.
But the crazy part is they not even catching the real balls because they so that melody's
Listen,
fire.
man, I'm 24. Well, we 24 now, Inf. I'm just now catching on the Andre 3000 bars that he dropped in 2002.
And
he was dropping gems.
Harsh.
I had to listen to Bombs Over Baghdad the other day. I'm like, how the hell was I not listening?
That was one of my favorite songs from them, and the me and you,
Yeah,
your mother and your cousin too.
classic.
That shit was every morning. I used to wake up, my uncle used to play that shit in the back room, like
Yeah.
every morning,
That song
bro.
is a vibe.
That and the
But it
Nate Dogg
shows
shit.
it shows the growth because J. Cole said in like 5 years niggas gonna be all over hip hop. I remember being a young nigga, you would turn that Nas video, but keep it on the Nelly video.
Right,
But
right.
now you won't listen to Nelly for shit.
Yeah.
But you will bump Nas.
That's a fact.
It's just the
That's
growth.
a fact. It's
And it's timeless.
That's the music we want to make all the time. Timeless, you know
But
what
y'all
I'm saying?
never know what we're gonna do next.
Never.
And that's great.
Never.
You know, the
We got
suspense
control
is
of
what
everything.
keep the people watching, you know, the suspense, the thrill.
Mhm.
That's why people watch scary movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen next? Like, oh, okay.
With the
You know?
music in it. You're like,
Even when I
oh shit,
drop
what's
my
about to
song-
happen?
Even when I drop my song with Juvie, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, oh yeah, y'all don't even know about
And then-
that. Prime
and
time.
then when me and Chew drop another collab tape, that's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
Then we got the singers that's a part of the team. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, man. Speaking of which, I feel like there needs to be a lot. There's an artist in the town that hopefully I feel like people should know about. Is Tyler B. Shout out to Tyler B. And her vocals are strong as fuck, and she needs to be almost on everybody's
Everybody's
music.
song.
I need to connect with her or see if I could get her to connect with y'all.
Right.
Y'all would love her on y'all music.
Let me take a swig of that tequila. Roll up a Dutch of that Chiba. Come with me to take a ride on this cute train. This is boss talk. I want my chicken with boss sauce. A bad bitch established, living life on the boardwalk, monopoly. Strategizing my property, a prophecy. Giving back to the prodigy, the economy. Got us doing geometry, cause technology is taking over astronomy. And honestly, we looking for apologies, constantly trying to.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely know, you know what I'm saying, about that whole situation. And definitely verse out of this world on that shit. But Juvie came with a different style. Like when he first, it's crazy.
I like Juvie too. No disrespect to Juvie.
No disrespect to Juvie at all. Juvie doing his thing, man. That shit he just dropped, he doing his thing. But when Inf did the song before he did it, he sent him the beat. And Juvie was on a different type of style with it. You feel
he just sent him the beat with like nothing on it.
So
it's different then. Makes sense.
Inf was like, damn, that's not the style I had in my mind. So I'm like, bro, this shit gonna work, bro.
Yeah.
This shit is gonna work.
True is the reason.
I was like, yo, this shit is gonna work, bro. Watch. I kid you not. And he laid his shit down. And then Juvie sent over his verse. I mixed it. Did my 1 or 2s, whatever the case is. And the shit, Inf was like, yo, wow. He was like, yo, nah, I did that shit fire. It came together.
I heard it. I said, yo, you know what? I was tripping.
And then how you set everything up, you know, whose verse is coming first.
Right.
That shit was beautiful.
Yeah.
Production, y'all. That's what it's about too. Production is so
it's about having a strong team.
That's it. That's
what it is.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism too. A lot of y'all gotta take that. A lot of y'all gotta take that. Y'all can't cry about it. Y'all gotta take that.
Y'all do work with young dudes because I seen like the Scooby song that
Scooby Gio, Double H. Listen, man.
That's my shit.
Listen, you and your little brother,
boy.
bro, beyond this world, bro.
Because a lot of people, because you remember when I came up, if you remember when I came up with the Who's Hot list. These are the top joint niggas was in they bag. They're like, you only saying Inf because that's your mans. No, Inf is applying pressure. Inf is dropping bars. And then when I said Gio is one of the top dudes when it comes to hooks, because Gio hooks is out of this world. Niggas like Gio is trash.
Gio,
it's different.
Gio was in the studio yesterday. He had a session yesterday. This dude is the best. Off the top, the best person I ever had in my studio.
He the one that taught most of them off the top.
Off the top, bro. Off the top, he put on the beat, it's done. That's it.
Wow.
Fried.
10 seconds.
Fried.
Wow.
10 seconds.
Fried.
That's beautiful stuff to hear. You. I wish I could
But
see
that's
that
what
in action.
and that's the thing I try to say, cause I'm like, shout to Tyrek, and you know I always say Tyrek, one of my favorite young guys.
Right.
But you can
That's another one I had in the
tell,
studio.
you can tell
He know,
Gio's influence on
him.
Tyrek,
On
just
him.
the way
Yeah.
that he like, he do his thing. Like
Right.
Tyrek swaggy with it, but Gio had that swag first.
Yeah.
And Gio got the voice. It's the
do.
He got the
voice.
style
And
too.
he don't mind. He don't mind
too.
being out of the box.
Out of the box.
Yeah, that's
what it
what
And
is.
that's how I knew when he was recording that song. I said, yo, bro, you the one that put everybody on to that shit, huh?
Yep.
Because the
Yesterday.
shit that you say, I'm a lyricist.
Right.
I hear when niggas try to reach.
do it.
Yeah.
To do what you
When
do.
this
but
nigga reach, it's like, damn, where the fuck you grab that from?
That's how it was.
Exactly.
That's how it was. Every time he's 3 for 3 in this studio.
And I'm just saying.
His 3 songs that he wants to drop is from this studio.
And even if people say it's mumbling, the
Make that
it's,
shit
it
sound
makes it
beautiful.
sound and
It
it
sounds
sounds
good.
good.
It sounds good.
It's not like he just
Not just
not no Lil
mumble, it
Yachty
sounds
mumble. What's
good.
up, some? Oh yeah.
melody is right.
Saying,
The
like, I was
melody's
just
on
saying that
point.
about a couple artists.
Every
like,
beat.
well, I was saying that about Ray Schmurd, however you say their names.
Ray
you know?
Sherman.
Ray
Yeah,
Sherman.
Swaley.
Ray Sherman.
Swaley, that
Like
guy.
they're so artistic. Their music has so much concept.
Right.
Even though it's considered to a lot of other artists as mumble, that shit sounds
just
so
hot.
good.
It's hot.
You know what I mean?
I don't got no time.
Yeah,
But
right.
who
Like,
the-
it's catchy.
and I always say,
But my shit is no flex zone though. For
Oh, yeah.
no matter
Yeah.
what, no
Yeah,
matter
that
what,
shit
that's
yeah.
my shit.
and I always say, the person who really with this out of the box approach and said it like the face of it now is Thugger.
Right.
People don't like Thugger because of what his lifestyle.
The way he
But
lives.
Thugger, when Erykah Badu said Thugger remind her of Andre 3000, I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, he's really the face.
Of
Him and
this.
Ja
Because
Rule.
even Andre
If you combine him and
3000
Ja
things that
Rule,
people
that's
were
what this
like-
generation is. They Ja Rule in 3 stacks.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't even know that because they don't dig
They don't
deep
listen
enough.
to music.
They don't listen to
It
music.
wasn't around for Sorry Miss Jackson.
Ooh.
Exactly.
But it's crazy
And
because
they wasn't even rap.
we weren't around for a lot of music that was created too, and we were still able to absorb that music.
But that's because of our
And-
parents. The
Hell
foundation.
yeah.
The foundation was
Hell
very
yeah.
strong.
'Cause
You know what I'm
when I
saying?
woke up every
That's
Nowadays,
true though. Yeah,
nowadays
it's
they're
not.
not giving this young generation a foundation to
Exactly.
stand on. They letting them stand on their own.
And there's
Remember?
no respect. It's like he said before, the disconnect with me. Like growing up, my brothers is older,
Yeah.
so I had
Playing.
they had the bad boy. That's when
Exactly.
albums and the mixtapes and the bootlegs.
and you get the stickers.
Yeah.
Like that's what I remember when people was wearing a Nietzsche.
Right.
You wear a Nietzsche
And
right
Martin
now.
Ball, nigga, Pepe, and come on,
You
Pepe,
wear a
come
Nietzsche
on.
right now. People was at you, but at one time a Nietzsche was the brand.
Yeah,
Lugs was the
fact.
boost to rock.
Fact.
Fact.
Yes.
Pele
fact.
coats and all
Yeah,
that.
man.
So I'm
I'm
like,
bringing Pele back
Exactly.
actually this
They
winter.
wore-
They wore leathers and all of that.
Pele always popping in New York City.
In New York
if you
City,
rock the
yeah, if
Pele
you rock the Pele,
New York,
you
you
go
go
out.
out.
With the
You good.
ACs to match, nigga.
Yeah.
You good, you know
Fact.
what I'm saying? But we used to watch Averex levels and all of that.
That's
Come
what
on,
I'm
man.
saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
It's crazy.
like now it's
Jackets with all the
Supreme
teams
coming back
on
out
it.
with
Hell
the.
yeah.
We went off a lot from music.
And Supreme wasn't. It was like it wasn't a major name back then in the
Yeah.
retro days when we was wearing color
yeah.
jeans and
Yeah,
all
I was
that.
gonna say,
It wasn't that
wow.
major.
You know what I
It
was,
wasn't
you know what I was
more
getting at?
for the white
How they
culture,
just dropped
though.
the ups for all the basketball teams on them.
Right.
Dipset started that. Come on,
Right.
son.
Right, that's a fact. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
But people don't
and the
even know
letters
about
with all the.
You don't
come
respect
on,
the
that's true.
history of it. You know
That's
what I
what.
mean?
But we
They
going
trying to create the history
exactly.
until they are history.
Exactly.
Listen.
But we gon' try to wrap this up right quick because we know y'all gotta work and y'all some hardworking brothers, man.
Right. That's
So
a fact.
let's talk about some things that y'all really want the people to know. Like if y'all want matter of fact, the first question is if somebody didn't know about 1919, what's the first thing that you would want them to know?
To know that we working every day, and people that's on 1919 is Keith Shavers,
Shout out to Keith.
Lisa Lotus, you feel what I'm saying? Nana Butler, and
Shout out to Nana.
Dasafendi, Marcus Critchlow, which by the way that's the CEO,
That's the
man.
big
It's
homie.
based out of California, just to let you know, man. We started this when we was working at Levi's in the Stockton on 42nd Street. Understand that this shit come from the bottom.
Yeah.
See, they hired you, they wouldn't even give me a job. Like, Soho. I tried to find the one on Soho. I thought I was lit. I'm like, nah.
You feel me? But yeah, other than that, man, we champions. We working hard, man. We not going nowhere. Trust and believe that. I've been doing this for so long. We not going nowhere.
And it's crazy because even though, like, you know, you be mostly low key,
Right.
you know,
Right.
like the energy I bring, I could tell that it's something serious involved. You know what I mean?
Right,
I'm like,
that's a
oh, okay,
fact.
this is something about to really pop from this.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
no
'cause-
cap.
No cap. That's what they say. No cap.
We
That's a fact. That's a Fendi.
When we
It's
take off,
Gucci,
they gonna
huh?
be like, go to my boy, da-da-da. You know, act like they love us when they really hate us. They don't really even know us.
Right.
know.
But when y'all watch this interview, y'all gonna find out a little more. You know what I'm saying?
A lot
Y'all
of-
might love us, y'all might hate us, but listen, we gonna take all of that publicity, every
Yeah.
single shot of it. We taking all of it.
And no cap.
Give me that.
I haven't had a diss artist in like 3 months. Rap rehab.
They respect you.
3 months? It's only been only 3 months?
We've been on 3 months.
Wow.
Last time I dissed Molly was,
It was 3 months ago, you're
yeah,
right.
3 months ago.
Wow.
You know
It was still snowing outside and
It's
shit.
still snowing outside.
Yeah, man. It's about to be hot though, so you know that's when everybody
Be
drop their
safe,
tunes.
yo. You
so.
feel me? Be safe out there, man. The word of text don't be safe. Don't let that get over your head either.
Y'all see what's going on though. Y'all see the blue room, man. Newman right here over the head. You know what I'm saying, Mac? Y'all book y'all sessions like $50 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Y'all holler at
right.
the boss, man. Y'all get right. You know what I'm saying?
1919.
Stop going to them bullshit niggas that's not mixing your music. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta tell y'all because we artists, y'all wouldn't let me go to no bullshit place, so I'm not gonna let y'all go to no bullshit place. You know what I'm saying? Take money to make money, but it'll accumulate right here. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all heard it here first. 1919.
You already know Grind Season TV, your boy Vince Swoops.
It's your girl Big Cidd.
Give me a Grizzly, we up out of here.
Keep it locked, yo.